bring the project?
What? Oh no, I can't be asked.
Seriously, guys, I really can't be asked to do the project today. Why don't we just screw that and let's just have a laugh. Let's just, I don't know, tell scary stories or some shit.
You know what? That's a good idea. It's been a while since I've done that. Who should start?
Who wants to go first?
Okay, I'll go first. So, there was this girl, she was babysitting for this family. They had 3 kids. So, she's there, she takes them to bed, and she's like, okay, my night's basically done. I'll just go watch some TV and relax. Wait for the parents to come home. So there she is, just watching away, and the phone rings. So she goes and answers, thinks it's a bit weird that someone's calling at this time of night, but doesn't think much of it. So she answers, and all she can hear is like this heavy breathing from a man. And then he says, have you checked on the kids? So she basically blows this off. She's like, oh no, this is one of my mates having a laugh. They know that I'm like babysitting, so it's not an issue. So she just hangs up, thinks nothing of it. Then about 10 minutes later, the phone rings again. And when she answers, it's like really, really heavy breathing, like really unsettling. And she gets scared, she panics. And the voice says, but have you checked on the kids? So she hangs up again. She's like, oh no, I have to call the police. So she calls them and they're like, okay, next time they call, you keep them on, we'll trace the call. So she hangs up from the police and she waits and she waits and she waits.
Yeah, okay, and they all get grabbed, spooky, okay, whatever. Listen, I've got a real one, okay?
Jesus, what the hell are they doing in there?
I don't really want to know, do you?
Suppose you're right.
Now this one takes place right here in Aberystwyth, where, believe it or not, there have been many serial killers. And these serial killers were all students of this university. You see, these students would get that little bit too obsessed with violence and murder and killing and fighting. And you know the kind of thing you see on Facebook? See all those vile things that you get online? Well, they get obsessed with those. But they keep the obsession to themselves. They keep to themselves. They would walk the streets alone at night, you know? They'd be trying to find people walking alone so that they could grab them. And the last thing that they'd remember would be getting hit by a brick and then waking up in his attic. You see, he loved to torture them. He'd torture them, not once, not twice, but he'd torture them so much that they begged for him to just kill them, which he would do, happily. But see, the thing is, guys, is one of these victims escaped.
Well, did they make it?
And then the biggest fantasy of all came to mind. The best idea was inspired by those school shootings you see on the news. His greatest influence, he would just kill some of his fellow students. Even the normal ones, even just the average students. The feel of blood dripping down his face and into his mouth while he smiles, unsure of how many people's blood he's covered in or who he's gonna kill next. And the scariest thing is, throughout all of this, he didn't once stop smiling.
Hello? Who's there?